Hi everyone, I'm Aideen. I'm founder of the Voice Summit. This year's summit is called Lead with Your Voice, and I'm so excited to invite you to join us. This summit is not just about listening to all of our incredible expert speakers, it's about the collaboration of all of our minds together. We are going to have breakout rooms and Q&A, and it's really for that interaction, that connection. But I'm here today to introduce you to one of our speakers who is speaking with me. We're doing a joint 1 hour program. I'd like to introduce you to Regyna Curtis. Hi, Regyna.
Hi, I'm so excited for this and love collaborating with you, Aideen.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And I actually work with you a little bit myself. So I know a lot about how you work. You're an awesome um coach mentor and the way that you
Yeah.
work is amazing. But I'm going to tell people about that later. I'll get you to explain what you do. First of
Sounds
all,
good.
let's talk about this topic title that we've chosen, Empowering Your Inner Wisdom for a Unique Path to Success. Tell
Mm.
me why this topic matters to you, what it means to you.
Oh my gosh, so many things. I think it really does embody who I am and the work that I do, and definitely how I know that we both work. So it really is about understanding. I think that, as an entrepreneur who is really who I am passionate about helping and working with, is that it comes from the inside out. It's not an outside in kind of thing. Yes, there are tools that we need that are available to us through programs and structures and knowledge. But if that doesn't align with who you are and how you see the world and how you are best supported to show up in the world, then none of it matters and it continually leads to burnout. So it really is about empowering that inner wisdom to create success that is unique to you and is special for you. And that makes it sustainable, it makes it fun, and it makes it so much more powerful.
Absolutely. And I know when it comes to the path and
Mhm.
the journey through your kind of, tasks and everything you do, that you have a very unique way of helping people to see where they're currently at and how their own personal energy is relating to the goals that they may have. Tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. So, I use astrology as a tool to help people understand the timing of their inner cycle of development. So, I have a background in teaching, and so I understand and have for a long time been really interesting in understanding how and when and why people develop. And so, looking at like bringing in that understanding of learning cycles and growth cycles, etc. When I realized that astrology can be used as a tool to help you understand the unique timing of your annual cycle of development, it changed everything for me. Helped me understand why I feel certain ways the way, during different times of the year, how various energy dynamics really either support me or challenge me or amplify certain things for me that are happening internally. And position me uniquely to focus on certain things in my business. When I
Let me
started to,
interject because
yeah, please
because
do.
I work with you, right?
Yeah, you do. I love it.
So when say for me, when you feel like I don't want to do this right now,
Mhm.
sometimes there's a reason for that you don't want to do it, right? Sometimes
Yes.
there's a reason. Sometimes this phase of this month in your year is better suited to thinking about what you want to do
Mhm.
next rather than taking action on what you want to do. So this is what I think we have in common here is about looking beneath the surface at
Yes.
what is the inner wisdom, what is it that you're feeling, and can you trust that? And I think
Yeah.
that's what you help people to do is you get them to tune in to how they really feel about things and see that there is a reason for that.
Absolutely. And then comes your magic, which is helping to vocalize that, to articulate it, and to do it in a way that is using your empowered voice, right? So it is, I love that every time you and I come into a collaborative space, and I know we both work in a very collaborative way, right? It's not just you come to me and I tell you what to do, and then you go implement it on your own. It really is you show up in your full genius, in your full self, and I show up that way as well, and we come together, and what comes out of that collaboration benefits everyone. And so you really have this beautiful way of helping to refine the words and the energy that is flowing through and the frequency that you are actually showing up in to make that message more powerful, to align it with that inner knowing, and then really show it in a beautiful way. So I want to reflect back that beauty of what you do as well, because I've experienced that firsthand.
Well, thank you. Um, so I have a podcast that I've done with Regyna. So if anybody's more curious about how Regyna works, then check out the Resonate podcast with Aideen. But
Yes.
to come back to what you said about this idea of collaborating, my whole
Mhm.
summit is about each speaker speaking with someone else
Yes.
because we are all trying to do things on our own way, way too much, right?
So far too often. Yes. You don't
You know,
have
when
to,
you
you don't have to do it alone.
No, you don't. And, sometimes a mentor or a conversation will just spark something, and you'll
Mhm.
start to feel like, oh, yeah, I understand it differently, or I'm ready to take action now when I wasn't before. And I actually call this the golden handshake. I got that from
I
a
love
previous
that.
mentor. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you kind of say, oh, I'd like to do this thing. And the other person goes, yeah, let's do it. And it's almost like you go, yay. And it's you get that go ahead. So the golden handshake comes. And that's what I do with my clients. So the way
Mm,
that I work, I do an intuitive mentoring. And it is about going beneath the surface and seeing what are you really feeling now
mhm.
and why.
Yeah.
So I often find when I'm working with clients is they'll tell me the whole situation and I'll be going, okay, I can see why you're saying this, and this is what you're not seeing. And this
Yes.
is where if I can add this to your understanding, suddenly there's a shift and they'll be like, oh, I was looking at it wrong. I've had a
Yeah.
client say that to me. I was just looking at it wrong. So your inner wisdom combined with my inner wisdom and coming together for the summit is you're going to feel, oh, so much energy, so much coming together, and all the breakout rooms where you'll be able to meet with other people who've listened to
Mhm.
the same talk and get what they got from it. So it's really about togetherness. And I just love this idea. And I'm so glad that I found it in me you know, to put this together. And almost I
I'm
feel
so
like,
glad that you did as well. And you've
yeah.
attracted this amazing group of people. So it is a really interactive experience. Even I'll say as a participant of this summit, as a speaker and a presenter, the lead up to it even has been so interactive and so connected and collaborative. And you don't see that very often. So knowing that even just what was poured into the creation of this experience, the container that we have created, co-created for you to come in and experience is amazingly supportive. And I just can't wait for everyone to come and experience it.
Yes. And just FYI, each speaker is offering the VIP bonus. They're giving some form of a way to work with them. So some of them are doing one-to-one sessions, or they're going to be running a workshop. I believe you're going to be running a workshop, right,
I'm doing a
Regina?
workshop, yes. Um,
So it's
I was gonna say the title of it, and then I was like, "What is the title of it?" But it's
okay.
about stepping into the next level of your visionary leadership is really what it is. And so it begins with a soul wisdom journey, which is, it's a guided experience to help you tap into that inner wisdom that is just below the surface, and then bringing that forward into a strategic plan of how are you going to actually take action with that. So I'm so excited to host this workshop and to provide this for our summit guests.
Yay, yay. So we have a VIP option. There is a charge for that, and we do have an early bird version. If you're in time for that, then definitely grab that when you can. And I am looking forward to seeing you attending our summit and sharing your voice with us. And let's see what kind of magic we can create with our voices. Thanks everyone for
Beautiful.
listening.